Good morning. Welcome to Friday, December 15th. Got up, a little computer stuff right now. I got a Blu-ray disc burning files off. You know, it's been a bit since I've done that, and hopefully it works. And pretty soon I'm going to get these boxes I packed up last night put into the car to take over to the condo, as well as a vacuum, so I'm going to need that over there. And got some stuff to do over there, at the very least today. So, let's go. Alright, so I got the car packed up, and I'm headed towards the condo. And I learned Mike's got a bit of work to do today. He started his vacation yesterday, but he works at a job where he's kind of the only person that can do what he can do. And so sometimes his vacation gets interrupted. Happened quicker than usual this time, I guess. But yeah, it's like, it's got like an hour. But I'm like, okay, I gotta unload stuff, and worst case, I work on decorating the tree a bit. But I am gonna stop and get something to eat beforehand. Not quite enough time, we're thinking, for me to go see Star Wars. That did come out today, and I want to see it. So that'll be soon, hopefully. Because the longer it takes, the longer I have to try to avoid internet and whatever might spoil it. Because I'm used to just willy-nilly reading news, article headlines, and it's already things like, okay, you're not thinking that that's a spoiler because it's not relevant to the plot, but it's still about the movie that's spoiling it. I don't want to hear if it's good or not. That is spoiling it. I want to choose whether I know someone's opinion. But yeah. I did that with Force Awakens too. I just had that total shutdown mindset of, nope, just nothing happens, nope, I have no idea what's going on, and I don't want to until I see it. But I'm excited for it. I just don't know if I'll get to see it, today or the next couple of days. I won't let it be too long. Anyways, I'm here at Taco Bell. Gonna get something to eat. Assuming they're open at 10:30. There's cars here, so yeah. And then head over to the condo. And so I've been thinking, I've been figuring out how I'm going to use my desk. And for a while I figured this lower table would end up being eventually where the keyboard moved, and maybe I just hadn't done it yet. But I've had no issues with the keyboard just on the top surface with my monitor. I'm not used to a desk that has a pull-out, thing for the keyboard. So I'm not thinking, for a while I've been thinking, well, maybe I disassemble the whole thing and remove it. But today I had the idea, maybe this is a pull-out food table. So that I can pull it out and have a spot to put my food in front of my computer when maybe I'm going to put on some YouTube or whatever I end up watching. I don't know if I'll do that more than what just now or not, but I don't really have anywhere else to sit at, like any other table. So I was trying to think of something. I'm like, I could clear off one in there or something, but it's like anything I'd have to clear off because it's all just got stuff on it. So I was like, well, I haven't used this for anything. Just pulled it out, made it easy. Alright, so I ate, and then I brought in my mom's vacuum here. Before bringing it over, of course, emptied out the inside because I am thinking that there is a lot of just loose clumps on top of this carpet. Let's vacuum it up. And yeah, there is definitely still more carpet bits on the floor, but this thing is full already, so I gotta empty that to continue. So yes, it was great. A lot of it. I mean, there was obviously some, but it was the kind of, I'm like, I bet a lot's gonna come up from this. But yeah, just gonna keep doing a few runs of that, get this cleared off a little better. I got the bulk of it at this point. And now, the next thing I want to do is getting the curtains in front of this window, because the idea for today is to get the baseboard down. Once the baseboard's down, I can bring in, build, or move in shelves with stuff And just like the other room, I'd rather not have too much stuff in here until I'm blocked off from people walking outside. Now this one is a little more blocked off just because of the tree and the little fence that blocks the AC units from everyone having to look at them. So it's a little more blocked off as it is, but I'd still rather getting that up there. The big difference between this and last time I got up a curtain is I don't have Bob here to do it for me. I also don't have drill bits. I got Mike's bag of tools, which means I do have an electric screwdriver. So first I'm just going to see if I can use the screw and if it'll just go in if I use an electric screwdriver. Fingers crossed and such. So yeah, it's looking like the electric screwdriver is plenty enough to get that up there. And that's cool, but nowhere near as cool as Mike's stud finder to make sure that I didn't need to use the thing. And I haven't actually checked on this side. I'm hoping it's the same. Okay. Yeah, you see that? No stud. Stud all the way up here. As the little light up arrow, it points, it beeps. It's like, it's making sure you know there's a stud, it's right here. This thing is awesome. I mean, because I grew up with just normal little stud finders that kind of had an arrow on the plastic and would beep. This one's got a display, it puts up a light, that's cool. But yeah, so worked on that side, should be fine to work on this side. And it's up. It's not bad. I'm only going with a single layer curtain in here. For one, I don't sleep in here, so I don't really care as much. I want to be able to block out light to control my light for filming, but a little bit of light's not going to hurt. And also, it's easier to open, which is going to be good because there's going to be a big piece of furniture right in front of it. And I might want to be able to reach over, just open it a bit, just to be able to kind of get enough light in if I'm sitting at the computer for, like on a day off, all day, and editing, to help my brain keep a sense of time, because those are the times above all that I have wished I could have a window in my room, is when I'm just spending so much time editing, and it just feels like, oh, it must be the middle of the night. What, it's only been 3 hours? So to be able to do that and keep a sense of time, I think will be helpful. So it'll be easier to open and not crucial to have it completely blacked out. Although that does definitely demonstrate blackout curtains do let light in. But I got the curtains up all by myself. Picked them out. They were just long enough. I was like, it's gonna be plenty long enough. Well, they were long enough, so good enough. Still waiting on Mike to be able to get here to, although he's also, his time schedule, I think was when he would be able to leave. He still then had to pick up the baseboard, because he is the one that had the bit I broke off to make sure we can try and match it. So he's doing that as well, so he may be working on the place at this point. He's just not arrived at the place at this point. I could bring some boxes in from the car, but I think I'm going to take these Christmas decorations and start putting them on the tree. Got my Christmas music on. Oh no. Emperor Palpatine fell. And he's there, face down. But I know he broke because I have his foot right here. It shot out. I don't know how bad the damage is. Is that the extent of it? What was this? Oh, that was a piece of fuzz. Okay, I thought there was another piece over there, but there was a piece of fuzz. Okay, so it was just his foot that broke off. And so that's fairly easily repairable. I have my Flintstones one and Pebbles broke in half one year. And I was able to super glue her back together. So I don't know if I'm going to repair this year. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to not put it up this year and put him back in the box to stay safe, because I don't really have super glue handy here. But yeah, working on getting my ornaments up. Got some over there. There are some things that I'm deliberately just kind of making the decision, no, not this year. I'm going to have kind of a simpler tree than I may this year than I may next, just because it's only going to be up such a short time. But I want something up, but it's like, okay, I got extra strands of the garland. I have blue stuff, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to bother with that. Not gonna, just so much that I'm just setting, not worth the effort for such a short period, because I'm getting it up just in time for Christmas. So just getting a bit of a basic tree up, and some nice things, but nothing too fancy. Alright, so it's a bit minimal, but other than the one that got messed up, I got all my fancy ornaments on here. My TARDIS and Mickey and various Disney characters and Cat in the Hat, whatever, Grinch, yeah. So, I had the fancy ones, and I added a few extra baubles now that I had the hooks out of the original box, but otherwise just kind of decided, you know what, it's going to be a bit sparse this year, lights are pretty, good enough. I just, I don't know. I'm like, there was a few things in there, but it's like, how do I put it? Simple. I'm just gonna leave it simple. Like I said earlier, what is today? The 15th, so only 10 days, week and a half, until Christmas, and then shortly thereafter, it'll end up coming down. It's just so that I have really something. And I'm glad I at least got something up, and it's, you know, full-size tree, unlike previous years where I've had the little mini tree. So I got that. That'll be good. I still got stuff to bring in from the car. Mike's still not here. I don't really know. And while waiting for Mike to get here, I went through a lot of papers, mail, that kind of thing. Saw the advertisements, basically tore out coupons that I might use and threw away the rest. Or anything expired. So I have just stacks of them that were just Black Friday ads. It's like, I don't need any of these. Anyway, so he's here and he's getting ready to get started on the baseboard. And I double checked with him. Because I'm thinking pretty much he's done in the closet, so I can get the shelves up. Although I might not put these up yet, just because I'm still gonna have to kind of pull this out a bit. With the hoses, so I might want to leave these free just for some movement room, but probably get these in, I guess. And again, maybe not the bottom one because I still have to put in the part there. Anyways, that's not the big thing that I'm going to do. I also said, you know, you're good with that, so I can put the door on, right? And this door, the actual whole hinges are off. It's not just like the pins. He was like, yeah, it's cool. So I'm going to get that door hung. Alright, so I got the hinges over there, so I'm now ready to hang the door. Mike's got the first strip of baseboard in. Alright, Mike's still working on the place, but I am headed to meet my mom and sign more condo-related papers. Seems like an endless process of doing that, but oh well. And then I think I'm going to try to get over to Lowe's, because I need to pick a few more things up. Things that I'll need before I can really, you know, move in there. So, I'm try and go grab that too. Papers signed, now on to Lowe's. I should be able to stop the flicker on my nicer camera by adjusting the shutter speed. I've looked into it, so I don't need to worry about that. I have T and X in my kitchen right now. T, X, and V all match. And I was thinking of getting T. I could get V. Then I'd have one of each. Alright, I was thinking of getting X, I could get V. I'm just gonna go ahead and... What is the difference? $30?
Needed at the outdoor
$30?
power equipment desk. Special assistance needed at
$30
the outdoor
difference.
power equipment desk.
For $30 more, I know it will produce enough light that I don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, I'm gonna just go with another one of the X. And it's, of course, Christmas time. I'm needing to wrap some presents, so I gotta get some string. Because I am just about out what I had last year. It's a little too shiny. I think that'll work. It's not my preference. But I suppose they're using it properly on the cover. 'Cause that's what I do. Cotton twine. Yeah, this will work. And the smoke detector, specifically the one with 2 smoke sensors, the photoelectric and ionization, that is the big thing that I need before I'm willing to move in there. Wouldn't hurt to get a carbon monoxide detector as well. But I think for that, that's not today. That'll be in like future purchase. I can live there without a nice update on that, because I want to make the right decision, because there's a few different types, and I want to make sure I get the right kind with that. This one, I know what I need, so. Alright, now also just some anchors and screws, and then I'm headed out. Alright, I know I want to get the kind here that do, like where they'll screw into the wall themselves, make a bigger hole, but they're easier to work with. And every year I'll just get this. It's like 14 bucks, but it's more than what I need, which will be good for not just my current projects, but whatever in the future I end up needing to do. So yeah, and it comes in a nice little case that'll make it easy to store for that. Alright, time to head out. And I saved 20 bucks because I had a 10% off coupon from the mail. So that's not bad. Okay.
It'll do that all by itself when you turn.
Okay, so it's good?
No, it's not.
You're powered. And I'm right in thinking, now the baseboard's down, other than probably a few little cleaning and touching up bits on the baseboard, the room is good, move furniture in, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Alright. Nothing stopping me from getting things in there and then getting my bed over here. Alright. He got the light up, but the diffusion is broken, so my mom's gonna try and get by Lowe's at some point and swap that out. Otherwise I got some piles of stuff in. Mike got the smoke detector up, and I think the plan is for us to try and head over to Gingham's and get some dinner.
When I had my appointment with Dan this week, he's talking about how much he enjoys going to Gingham's, though.
Yeah, who doesn't?
He's telling me he thinks they make the best omelets anywhere.
Never had one of their omelets. Had my sampler platter, and that was good. Then came home. It's late. The Blu-ray successfully burned, so that's good. I'd forgotten I'd started that, but I'm gonna try and get a vlog uploaded because I haven't done that yet today. I don't want to do that. Then I'm going to bed. Gotta get back to work tomorrow. Bah. Enjoyed my days off though. So thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues.